Peace be upon you and the mercy and blessings of Allah. Today, I want to talk about an important topic that affects us all, especially in these trying times, and that is the topic of sadness. We all face moments of sadness and despair, whether it be due to personal struggles, global events, or even just the difficulties of everyday life. But I want to remind you all today that we have a source of comfort and solace in the face of these struggles, Allah. The Quran tells us that Allah is Al-Wadud, the most loving, and Al-Rahim, the most merciful. He is always with us, always watching over us, and always there to comfort us in our times of need. He is closer to us than our own jugular vein, and He knows everything about us, even the things that we hide in our hearts. And when we feel sad, it is because He is inviting us to turn to Him, to seek His refuge, and to trust in His mercy. One of the beautiful verses of the Quran says, "Verily, with difficulty comes ease." 94:5. This verse reminds us that even in the darkest of moments, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Allah never puts us in a situation that we cannot handle, and He always provides us with the means to overcome our difficulties. When we face sadness and despair, it is because He wants us to turn to Him, to seek His help, and to strengthen our faith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that the believer is like a tree, rooted in faith, with its branches reaching up to the sky. When the winds of adversity come, the tree does not fall, because it is firmly rooted in the ground. Instead, it bends and sways, but it never loses its grip on the soil. So too, we must hold fast to our faith, even when the winds of sadness and despair come our way. We must cling to Allah, and trust in His love and mercy, and know that He is always there to comfort us. And when we turn to Allah, He will comfort us in ways that we never imagined. He will fill our hearts with peace and hope, and He will give us the strength to endure. He will show us the beauty of His creation, and He will remind us of the good things that we have in our lives. And He will help us to see that even the greatest difficulties are just a passing phase, and that better times are ahead. So my dear brothers and sisters, do not be sad. Allah knows what you are going through, and He is always with you. He loves you more than you can ever imagine, and He is always there to comfort you. When you feel sad, turn to Him, seek His refuge, and trust in His love and mercy. Know that He is always watching over you, always guiding you, and always providing for you. And know that He will never abandon you, no matter what you face in this life. So let us turn to Allah in our moments of sadness and despair, and let us trust in His love and mercy. And let us hold fast to our faith, and know that even in the darkest of moments, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. For Allah is Al-Wadud, the most loving, and Al-Rahim, the most merciful, and He will always be there to comfort us. I ask Allah to grant us all His love, His mercy, and His comfort.